and then the transfer procedure are really keen on communication between you and your client. They want to see that you would communicate as much as possible with them, on top of making sure it's safety. So this skill, all it's asking you is to transfer from bed to wheelchair, and then the skill is done. So you won't have to put them back into bed. So you'll do your 6 steps. You'll do knock, knock, knock. Hi, Mrs. Oh my Lord, hold on. Don't say it. I know how to spell it. I just can't say it. Merlinda. Merlinda. No. Hold on. Pause the feed, you guys. It's not good. No. No, you're gonna have to say it again. Wait, what? Say it one more time. Merildin. Okay, I just gotta be heavy on the den part. Okay, perfect. So knock, knock, knock. Hi, Miss Merlinden. My name is Frankie. I am your nurse for today, and today I'd like to assist you from transferring from your bed to your wheelchair. Is this okay with you? I'll then pull privacy. I'm transferring, so the bed should stay low, the bed wheel should stay locked, and then I'll wash my hands for 20 seconds. I don't need to set up this equipment yet, but I do need to get her prepped, right? So I'm going to ask her, is it okay that I remove the cover off your body? Okay, good. I'm then going to ask the client to sit up, and I'm going to ask them to sit at the edge of the bed with their feet dangling. Perfect. So when she's at the edge of the bed, her feet are dangling. Remember, we'll give them a few seconds to do that. I will grab the patient's shoes, and then I will put her shoes on. Okay. Once the shoes are on, you can then instruct the patient to chill right here while you go ahead and set up your equipment. So you're going to grab your gait belt, your wheelchair. You want the wheelchair as close as you can to the patient, remember, with the wheels off and the footrest off. Before I do that though, gait belt, and I'm going to let her know what this is, because remember, it can be scary for a patient the first time using it or not aware of what it is for. So Miss Merlinda, no, I keep saying duh. Meraldin, haha. This is a gait belt. This is for your safety and my safety during the transfer procedure. So it's going to be placed around your waist, and it gives me a safe place to hold on to. Is it okay that I put it on you? Okay. So the way to put on a gait belt is you'll instruct the patient to put their hands on their head. So go ahead and place your hands on your head. You'll grab the gait belt with the teeth side first. You'll place it around the patient's waist. Take a look at how I'm putting it on to ensure I don't cause shearing or friction. Making sure that there is no twists or nicks. You're then going to lock it in place. Whatever is tail access, you can just tuck it in, and then you'll apply a 2-finger check. Okay? The gait belt's on. I'm going to go ahead and instruct the patient to scoot till their feet touch the floor. Go ahead and scoot till your feet touch flat on the floor. Perfect. Now that I know where she's planted firmly, I'm going to go ahead and get the wheelchair in place. Wheelchair again, wheel should be locked. Making sure the wheelchair is as close as it can to the bed and to the patient's side. Footrest should be taken off. You can place it on the floor, the table, the bed. It doesn't matter as long as they're off. Now, I got to just get the patient to stand, reposition, and sit. That's how simple the skill is. Okay? But I want to make sure we're doing it both of us safely. So we're going to think of body mechanics. So, Miss Meraldin, I'm going to have you go ahead and spread your legs just a tiny bit to create a wide base of support. I'm also going to do the same, and I'm going to come in between. It's going to be your leg, your leg, and my leg. You see how we now crisscross wide base of support. I'm going to also instruct to put your hands on my shoulders. Is it okay I place my hand holding the gait belt at your waist? Okay? Holding it at the waist, and we'll count. Miss Merlandon, we're going to count on the count of 3, and we'll stand. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Go. Okay. Go ahead and sit back down really quick. If I did not create the wide base of support, and not for myself as well, so if her knees were in close, like they were, go ahead, and my knees were here, take a look at what happens. Ready? Step. Do you see that? So you have to make sure legs are crisscrossed and we both have a wide base of support. Because otherwise we're like, wait, what's going on? Who's going where? Right? perfect, right here. So back to our original spot. And all I'm going to do is instruct her to reposition herself, and we'll sit when it's time. So let me go ahead and have you pivot to your right, maybe about 2 steps. Are you ready? Here we go. 1 more, 2. All right. Do you feel the wheelchair behind you? No? So if she doesn't feel the wheelchair behind her, I'm going to have her step back until she does. Okay, go ahead and step back until you do. How about now? Go ahead and reach back for the wheelchair with your hands. And on the count of 3, we'll sit. Are you ready? 1, it's okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The whole time they are watching your body mechanics as well, so you notice everything I did was always with my legs, not my actual back or arms. So when the patient's in the wheelchair, I'm checking her alignment, making sure she's centered. I'm also going to check that her back is to the wheelchair. If they're not, you just have them stand and readjust again. Okay? That's for a real life scenario, not necessarily for the state exam. But her body position looks great, and I'm going to go ahead and undo the gait belt. So Miss Marlton, I'm going to have you place your hands on your head for me while I remove your gait belt. And remember, without shearing or causing friction, I'm going to remove this as safely as possible. So what you're not going to do is just tug it and pull it. You're going to ask them to lean forward, and you're going to pull it from the back. Okay? You place this into a designated area. You then grab your footrest. Has anybody ever seen these being put on? No? Okay. So if you haven't, I recommend you just come right over here and take a look. Oh, no, you got it. You'll see it. So we have here, it's a lever. It doesn't look like it does much, but it is very helpful. You have 2 ports here and then 2 probes here. So what you're going to do is pull this back, allow this to align into the probes, and then you click it all the way through to lock. Okay? When it's time to remove, you can't remove it. You have to pull the lever back, come all the way out, and pull off. So once one footrest is on, I can grab my patient's foot, place it into the footrest. Next foot into the footrest. Now my patient's footrests are on and she's in her wheelchair. The purpose of being in a wheelchair is to move around, right? So what I have to do to avoid being called a restraint is unlock the wheels. Once you've unlocked the wheels, you can end the skill here. This is Marlton. I have finished your transferring from bed to wheelchair. At this point in time, is there anything I can do for you? No? Okay. Here's your call light. Please call me if you need anything. Undo privacy. The bed is still low. The bed is still locked. So I'll wash my hands and the skill's complete. Any questions with this skill?